This video is sponsored by Storyblocks. What's up guys, it's Mabo here. In today's video I want to talk about the unofficial Audi Q4 e-tron commercial we shot last week, and I want to talk about planning, shooting and editing. Let's go!
What a fast world we live in. A world which is evolving day by day. A world where creativity is a form of expression and inspiration is everywhere. I want to put myself out there, but also need a safe zone to reload. I know what I want. I know where to go. And this is my fuel. The power of future. A new era.
So for a long time now I had the plan to shoot a car commercial. You can do really nice editing in combination with music and effects in a car commercial, and I just really like the look of modern cars, interior and exterior. And Audi Zentrum Leipzig here, a car dealer in my hometown, got us the opportunity to shoot one of their electric cars for a day, and we got the Audi Q4 e-tron, a really modern looking electric car which has a really nice interior, looks really futuristic. After the confirmation that we get the car, I wanted to do a lot of pre-planning so we can use our time we got with the car most efficiently. I wrote a little script. The link is in the description if you want to check it. I planned the locations, also build up a little story with a voiceover, and the original idea was to film it with a model. Unfortunately, the model cancelled the shooting 2 days before shooting, so it was not the original plan to shoot myself, but we could not find another model in such a short amount of time, so we decided why not shoot me. Since I could not shoot myself in the video, I decided to let it film by a filmmaking friend of mine, Jana, who just started filming this year but is really talented, and she filmed most of the shots. I know I'm not the best model or actor, but for such a spontaneous decision I think it went alright. So about the script, I wanted to tell a story about a young male talking about his beliefs of modern life and connection with his electric car, the Audi Q4 e-tron, and I want to give it a modern vibe with fast cuts, modern music, and especially in focus with light play, low shutter transition to create a really modern and progressive style. We also wanted to put a focus on contrast between day shots and night shots, since the car has a total different look at daytime and nighttime. What was also important to me is to have a build-up in development of the film, to create some variety. Start with a relaxed mood, then have a drop, and then have really powerful shots, fast driving car, fast cuts and so on. Just one day before, I went to Berlin to get a used 16-35 G Master lens, which we are filming right now on the main camera. Since in the interior of the car you don't have so much space and you really need an ultra wide angle lens to create some room inside of the car. And in general, my plan was for a longer time now to get an ultra wide angle lens, since I really like the dramatic look it creates. The subject is not so isolated from the background, and it's just a whole nother look, like a lot of Emanuel Lubezki's work. He's using always ultra wide angle lenses and films without a lot of depth of field to get a sense of the surroundings. And that was kind of my inspiration for the shoot, and we mainly took shots with the 16-35 G Master lens. The sponsor of this video is Storyblocks. Storyblocks is a high-quality stock footage website providing you with a royalty-free and demand-driven library, including videos, photos, music and much more. Once you're subscribed, you got unlimited access to all features of Storyblocks. They just launched their restock campaign, expanding their library with footage of underrepresented groups. Check out the first link in the description and give it a try. So to the shooting locations, I also mentioned in the script. So I wanted to go on the one hand with a really modern look on a rooftop where we shot the car scenes where I'm getting in the car, but have also a contrast to a more alternative, urban and graffiti look. That's where we shot the sports scenes in an abandoned house, and just next to it we took some other shots which creates a little bit of an industrial vibe. At the first day we started shooting the first scenes after 4 p.m. to have softer lights, and then went to the rooftop to film the car over there at golden hour time. We had some really nice light up there, some flares, and just an overall really clean and minimalistic modern look with the car. For the car shots we actually rented a small second car. A friend of mine drove and Jana was just filming through the trunk. We opened the trunk while driving so she could film out there. But we got 3 or 4 nice driving shots, which could have been maybe better with a more stable look. For example, actually sitting in the trunk and having more flexibility. For the night shots on the second rooftop with the orange and blue contrast lights, we used the newer RGB LED panels, and they got actually sponsored by Newer. I just texted them that we are in need of some RGB LED panels to light up a car for a project, and they were willing to cooperate with us. And just check out the product in the description. I think the lights worked out pretty well. I could just change the colors with the app on my phone. Really handy and powerful lights which are battery driven, which you can take on your shoots without any external power source. For the second day I got my sports outfit and just did a little workout, different workout scenes in this abandoned house with a lot of graffiti. It was really destroyed look. I did some different stuff like running around, boxing, to create again some variety when we're cutting to the car, and we went for a really handshake look with a lot of movement, since I think this fits to an intense sports scene. The last 2 shots we took was in the park, where I'm just laying around on the blanket surrounded by my drawings. We did the first shot just with the drone, with the Mavic 2 Pro, flying from above slowly down towards me, and at the second shot we filmed again with the Sony A7SIII, and then we finished shooting. So let's jump right into the editing. I want to show you the project file once again, including the timeline. Let's go.
What a fast world we live in. A world which is evolving day by day. A world where creativity is a form of expression and inspiration is everywhere. I want to put myself out there, but also need a safe zone to reload. I know what I want. I know where to go. And this is my fuel. The power of future. A new era.
So the first shot is a small introduction transition, introducing the busy city, the noisy city, and I used the sound of the original shot here.
What?
Then a cut of a close-up of me having a call, the busy city surrounded of noise and people. Then a really wide-angle shot we shot handheld with the 16-35mm. We were actually waiting a lot to wait for a lot of people to come to the traffic lights and crossing the street at the right time. And we went handheld with this look, 16mm, with a little shakiness. It just adds some vibrance, some moodiness to the hectic and busy street life.
World which is evolving day by day. A world where...
Then here, the next shot is the drone shot we took in the park,
where creativity is a form of expression.
With a combination of an A7S III shot, here me with some sunglasses, listening to music, surrounded by some drawings. Then the first shots of the car, some detailed shots which are not revealing the car totally at the beginning, to have a little reveal progression.
And inspiration is everywhere.
Here we used the play of the lights of the car. We actually had to restart it a lot of times to get right with the timing. The movement of the lights is actually connected with the wide-angle shot when I'm walking towards the car.
I want to put myself out there, but also need a safe...
I actually used the original sound of the shot here, so you can hear me opening the car.
But also need a safe zone to reload.
Cut here from going into the car. We parked the car on the rooftop, so the light is just split up at the steering wheel, and I think it's a really nice shade light combination on the steering wheel there. Another detailed shot here of the e-tron logo. Me with the first driving shot, having a really nice flare against the light. I was not expecting the 16 to 35 G Master to flare, but actually there are really nice flares coming out of this lens, kind of greenish and also a little bit of red and blue there. Here as well, you see a nice flare in green. And here we got the connection shot from daytime to nighttime, and I did this hand move to introduce the next scene. Here just operating the touchscreen here with the navigation. And this is where we set up the lights, the RGB lights from Neo here for the project to lit up the scene. And I think, yeah, the look is really nice when you got like complementary colors, half in blue, half in orange. Here the Audi logo, which appears when you shut down the car. And here the track just kind of pauses. There's a little break, and since it's so quiet and before the actual drop, I added some heartbeat from Epidemic Sound, which actually gets louder as we come closer to the drop and also gets faster. I changed the speed here from 100% to at the end to 185%, so the heartbeat gets quicker and quicker. Here's some detailed shots of the light play when you open the door, me walking through it, little sounds from the original file. And here right before the drop, I added a riser to make it even more dramatic. And then the connecting shot right before the drop. I look down, I prepare for my spots, for my run, and I also used the original sound of the file as I'm exhaling and starting the run. And right under the drop, we see here the acceleration of the Audi up to 100%. And then the first driving shot with the rear lights in red really nicely with the sun setting in the background. Then another shot of the rear lights when you start the car. Me now again with different workout scenes in combination with lights of the car, driving of the car. Just to connect myself with the car and to create a unique, powerful flow.
I know what I want.
Here again the voiceover after these quick scenes.
I know where to go.
I timed this almost drifting with the car, driving really fast in a circle, with this stopping with the foot. I think this is a really nice combination. Similar angle.
I know where to go.
Some night driving shots.
This is my fuel.
Little low shutter transition here, which I timed right on the beat where the brake is, and then I think it's a really nice snappy feel to have a low shutter transition and then to introduce the actual shot.
The power of future.
Here a handheld shot, just me sitting in the car, moving backwards to reveal me in connection with my car. Some driving scenes, which we could have filmed more with a gimbal, but it was pretty complicated in the second car to film through the trunk with a gimbal, so we decided to do it handheld. I know it could have been better with a gimbal for these driving shots, but yeah.
A new era.
And here at the end, my realization after the experience driving my car, just yeah, being satisfied and looking into future kind of. and the last accelerating shot of the Audi, revealing the Audi logo at the end, and the classical signature Audi sound. For color grading, I went with the Marble Lat 4 of my Marble Film Frames pack. This is a more orange and teal kind of look, and I think a little bit of bluish did a nice look for this video. I used sound design from Epidemic Sound, as I told you, the heartbeat, some risers, also a swoosh here for the hand move. And yeah, the driving sounds were actually recorded by the camera, just the original files. I did not record anything externally. In the beginning, I uploaded the video by recording the voiceover myself, but since I'm not a professional voice actor, the mood was not really fitting the video. Also, thank you for your feedback. And then I found someone on Fiverr, a professional voice actor, who re-recorded the file for me. And I think this fits more into the vibe of the video, like a car commercial, typical car commercial voiceover. What was pretty handy is that I used a song from Epidemic Sound where you can download the layers and you can modify the song how you want it. I can show you the layers. At the beginning, I cut the drums out and the melody to have a really subtle beginning to build up time on time. And then I added the drums just at the drop. So at the beginning, it's really calm. Then I faded in the melody, so it's building up even more. And then, yeah, right before the drop, I added the drums. So it's building up and up, and now everything's in and all layers are hitting on the drop. And I think that's pretty handy with Epidemic Sound. For each track you can download the layers and modify the song for your project. So yeah, that was really helpful. I used again the Marble Film Frames to create this little frame around the video, which I'm using in all my videos, and also my grain, which is also in the Marble Film Frames pack. Since it's a modern, not so vintagey commercial, I went with 35mm grain. So to the conclusion of the project, I gotta say I'm really happy how it turned out. It was really spontaneous. We lost the model 2 days before and I had to do it. Could have been better with a professional model who knows how to act in front of a camera. I'm really happy with the 16 to 35mm look. These ultra wide angle shots just have another vibe. I know a lot of you like these bulky shots, 50mm 1.4, but lately I've been really digging the ultra wide style like Emanuel Lubetsky does, and I will be using it more in my future videos. So lastly guys, I want to announce that we are shooting our first documentary in Ukraine. I want to create a little series out of that, and in November I am going to Sri Lanka for the whole month creating content for you guys. So there's a lot to come and a lot of projects in the pipeline, so stay tuned. I hope you liked this video and I could inspire you, you learned something new. You can check me out on Instagram, I post some behind the scenes stuff over there. See you on the next one, peace.